that is drawn from personal experience or something that you've created out to the world for them to interpret, to dissect, to pick apart however they want to. So yeah, medyo nervous naman ako when I released it, but it is out on Spotify, Apple Music if you haven't heard it yet and you want to listen to it. But if you haven't, at 12 midnight, so that's 12 midnight for here in the Philippines, but in an hour I will be premiering my music video for Love Language, which I'm very, very excited about. It was really a vision that has come to life, and I'm so proud. The team that came together to create it was amazingly talented, and yeah, it's a bit of a dream come true. But before that, of course, which is in an hour, I'm just here to chat with you guys. You have sent in some of your questions. I have them here. So these were submitted through my Instagram stories and also through my Twitter. And so you asked a lot about love in general, also about the song and the music video. So as we're going through, if you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask, just pop them in and hopefully I can see them on the screen. But there are a lot of you here sending in a lot of comments, which I appreciate. So thank you so much. I'm sending you all a really, really big hug. So let's chill together, get comfy. I'm in comfy clothes, pang bahay. And yes, my inner Lola is just quaking because it is quite late for me and I usually sleep early, but we're doing this together. So okay, I have my first question here. Let's start in the love category, shall we? Because this is a love song for those of you who have not heard it. So PM Jello Mediola asked to find love in 3 words. So for me, love is reciprocal, it's unconditional, it's transformational. I feel like it changes a lot of things. And it's not just romantic love. I mean, having love for what you do and your passion and your career can really allow you to face your everyday with a new perspective and a new drive, or maybe having love for your family could make you really appreciate them and go out of your way for them, or maybe love for your planet, you know, can make you passionate about climate change and doing better for the environment. So that's how I would describe love. Thank you so much to all of you who are commenting. I saw someone ask me for a birthday greeting, but it went up so fast I can't see your name, but happy birthday in advance. Shout out to Chad, and also hi from Philippines, from Vietnam. Oh, and those of you who are getting ready for tests tomorrow, is that correct? For school, good luck in your studies. Yeah, thanks guys for tuning in. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, about the song this time. This is from @ChloeChris. Hi po, what's the feeling na nagkaroon po kayo ng song? Or what is the feeling that I have my own song? It's quite exhilarating. I mean, this isn't the first music that I've ever put out, but it is the first music that I've ever written and also composed. And this was in partnership with an Australian-Filipino producer named Kabu. So back earlier this year, when I was able to finally visit my parents who live in Australia for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic, which was back early 2020, I quarantined in Adelaide, which is the protocol in Australia, which is 15 days in hotel quarantine. Let me tell you, 15 days in a hotel room can make it go a bit crazy. But it was during this time that I was given the opportunity to collaborate with Kabu. So it was during this quarantine that I actually wrote this song. So it was a very strange place to be, because usually when I think of creating, I always think about being around other people where you can bounce ideas off of each other. You can really kind of validate, okay, what is this idea for you? What do you think about it? What would you do with this? And how do you visualize it? But this is like me in isolation. And I'm quite an introspective person, and I think many of us have become like that during this pandemic, really analyzing what it is that we're feeling, or how we're affected by certain things. And I'm someone who's quite an emotional person. If you're an emotional person, put your hands up also. Meaning I'm just really in tune with my emotions. I really take time and intentional effort to understand why I feel the way that I feel, why I think that what I think, and what is this teaching me about me, what do I need to work on in myself, etc, etc, etc. And a way that I easily process how I feel is writing down. If you guys do journaling, it's very much the same thing. So I had been in this hotel quarantine, and Kabu actually sent through some tracks. So tracks are just like instrumentals, chords, a series of chords, and I picked one that I resonated with, and then I just started throwing melodies over the top, just humming them, recording myself. And there were a lot of takes that were dreadful, but then also some takes where the melody stuck. And when I started to gravitate towards the melody and piecing it together, and then I added in lyrics. And the lyrics itself was inspired by something I had written a few months earlier, just as, I don't know, just sometimes when I'm feeling poetic, or I'm feeling inspired, or I'm feeling like I want to understand what I'm feeling, I'll write things down. So there was this, these few lines that really sparked the idea for love language. And that's how the song came together. A little bit of a long, a long explanation, but yun nga, that's how it happened. I have a question here about the music video. Please share a memorable moment whilst doing your music video, and this is from @QueenCatel. Thank you for the question. So the music video was shot here in the Philippines. It was shot months ago, actually. And I've just been quietly waiting and anticipating for the moment where I can finally show it to the world. So I'm so happy that it's happening tonight, and that you're all joining me here as I get to talk about it, a little bit of behind the scenes, and just kind of story time a little bit of how the song came to be, how the music video came to be. A memorable moment from the music video was honestly probably just the first take, where I stepped onto the set. And it was these huge, it was a big created set in a studio where it had all these pastel peachy fabric just draped across this studio set, and I stepped onto in front of the camera for the first test take, and they played the song and the speaker, and that was just a very surreal moment because I was on the set of my first music video that I had conceptualized and written, and it's really crazy as a creative to finally step into something that you visualized in your head, but it's actually real. Like, it was super, super cool, and I was able to work with Twofold, which is an incredible team of creatives, and they just created this beautiful visual music video, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I hope that you love it as much as I do, but we'll have to wait and see. And that's going to be premiering at 12 midnight on my YouTube channel, and we'll watch it together actually. While I watch it on my tablet, I'll log out from here 5 minutes before so I can chat with you guys on the YouTube premiere, and we can watch it together, so that'll be really fun. Thank you to all of those of you who have joined. We're at 1,200. Hi everyone, thank you so much if you're stayed up late for this. I don't know why I created this so late. I should have made it earlier. But I super appreciate it, you guys staying up with me. Maraming salamat, those of you who are watching from the Philippines. I love you guys. Happy birthday, Jarek. I think I just saw a comment go up really fast. Happy birthday. My nosebleed po kayo. So sorry talaga. English sera ako. What do you expect? Hi everyone. Hi Lola Mimi. And hi to those of you watching from Vietnam. Mahal ko rin kayo. Hello. Watching from Toronto. Hi. I know that it's morning there. Thank you for waking up and joining us here. Okay, let's continue with the questions. So back to a love question. I was submitted this through Twitter, I think, from @MyLifeAsDiana, and she asked, is it real, or is it true, I suppose, that if two people don't speak the same language that their relationship will end? I think she's pertaining to love languages. Okay, because I have a song called Love Language does not in any ways mean that I'm an expert at what the love languages are, but there is 5. If you guys know what they are, put a little hand up in the comments. So the first, well, what is love language? Love language is meant to be the way that we express how we love another person. So when you think of what do you like to receive and what do you like to give. So for example, one of them is gifts. If you're someone who you show your love through giving gifts, like to make that person know that you're thinking of them, or maybe you love receiving gifts. It's how you feel prioritized, it's how you feel adored, then your love language might be gifts. The second is quality time. So if your perfect idea with your significant other is just spending time in their company, maybe doing an activity together, or just being able to be with them, then maybe your love language is quality time. The third is physical touch. So if you're a cuddly person, you love hugs, you love holding hands, you're very clingy, then perhaps your physical touch. The fourth is acts of service. So this I saw a lot growing up. My mom and my dad are both acts of service. That means you do things for your significant other. It could be that you make them dinner, or you'll go out and complete the errands for them, or you'll just do something for it. It's an act of service. So if you like also receiving that, if coming home to a clean house at the end of the day, that your significant other has gone to the effort of making everything really nice for you, or making you a meal, then maybe your love language acts of service. And the fifth and final one is words. So if you appreciate being told or expressed to in the form of words your love, or that's like what you like to give, maybe you like writing letters or receiving love letters or poems, or I guess music could kind of fall into this category also. If you make a playlist for your significant other, maybe your love language is words. So those are the 5. Baka may pop quiz mamaya. Char. But it's also possible that you have more than one love language. And I suppose this question is asking if 2 people don't speak the same love language or don't have the same language, or I don't know if they're asking if they speak the same actual language, like English, Tagalog. I don't know, let's assume it's love language. Their relationship will end. I don't agree, because I feel like if you learn to understand each other, and then you can compromise and work on showing person love in the way that they receive it. So for example, you may be words, but your significant other may be acts of service. Maybe it's just going out of your way and making them a meal every now and then, or maybe it's helping them with work or something that stresses them out, and be like, hey, I'm here to help you. So it's just putting in that extra effort and communicating. You know, communicating is important. You guys know that in a relationship. But thank you for that question in my life as Diana. And thank you to all of you who are still here. I hope that maybe you're just chilling at home. Are you watching from your bedrooms or in your living rooms, or are you about to go off to work, or you're unwinding after a long day? Are you guys night owls, or are you like early sleepers like me? Because I'm just like no coffee, but you guys are giving me enough energy as it is. But thank you for all the sweet comments. I'm seeing them all. They're going very, very fast. But yes, I love you guys. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you're here with me in this moment, because this is a very special night for me. And thank you for, just supporting me in this new venture. I know that I started off in pageantry, but music has always been one of my loves, and it really means a lot to me that you guys are sticking by me throughout all of my creative pursuits. So I love you guys. I did see a question. I can't see who asked it, but they asked, what is my love language? Well, my specific love language is 4, which means that I receive and give love in a lot of different ways, except gifts. Gifts is something that I'm just a person that's very awkward when I receive gifts. Like, is anyone here the same? Like, when I get given a gift, I don't really know how to accept it. I feel like awkward. And I'm just like, thank you. I really appreciate sentimental things. Like, I'm not a materialistic person, so I would rather receive a personalized letter or something that's personal to me, or even just going out to dinner. That's gifts I've just never really gotten. So all 4 are my love language. I'm a very affectionate person, so I'm able to show and receive in very different ways. Thank you to everyone who's saying show love to Vietnam. Hi Lara. Hi to Zamboanga. For those who are watching from there, Jarek Abil, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Kelly. And hello, Eric. I lost the comments are so fast. I appreciate that you guys are all sending in your comments. It really means a lot, but I apologize that they're passing so fast. I'm not able to see all your names, but thank you. I love you guys. Okay, next question. Okay. Jasmine Fondavidia asked, what inspired you to write the song? When I created Love Language, it wasn't that I wanted to say something in particular. It was more of like, I heard the chords, which are quite warm, jazzy chords that it's built on. And the sentiment of the song is not heavy. It's not a super hugot, like heartbroken song. It's more of like, it's almost tampo. And the tampo, for those of you who aren't Filipino, it's almost like, how do you express tampo? It's like when you have like a disagreement, or it's like a playful upset. Oh my gosh, guys, help me in the comments. How would you explain tampo? It's like a non-serious upset. I think, is that how you would explain it in English? So it's more of like a playful tampo type of feel for the song of Love Language. So it's more of like your significant other, and the lyric just fit. So I started to develop this idea. So it wasn't that this idea was full agad. It was more of like I had a few lines that I felt like I wanted that to be the direction of the song, and I just build and build and build. Which is really interesting because I've never written songs before, so I don't really have a formula of how it happened. It just happened. But the song was, yeah, just inspired by the chords of the actual track. And I guess I think about the retrospective idea of like, love is always just given the label love, right? But love comes in so many different forms. So many. And I just thought that was very interesting to delve into and to explore as a theme of a song. Yon. So thank you for that question. I have a question here from the one and only Na, and that's, what's the hardest step in making a music video? Ooh, well, I haven't made many, so I can only speak from this one experience of Love Language, but I think the hardest is, I think just aligning with the vision of the whole team, because of course I'm the talent, right? So I'm in front of the camera, but you also have to be very aligned because I'm also the artist who has a vision for this song. You have to be aligned with your director and your creative director, because obviously you're not going to see how the frames come together through the lens of the camera, and you're also not going to see how it comes, the edit together, until the very end. So really laying down your vision so that everyone's like, okay, I get it. I get where your direction is. I get what your vision is for this. I think that might be the most difficult part, but once you get it, ooh, it turns out so good. And I'm so blessed to have worked with such an amazing team on this project. This is a song that's released under Warner Music Philippines. They were so supportive in creating the collaboration with Kabu, which is actually under the Globe OPM campaign, which is joining Filipino artists in music together, so collaborating them from different countries. So of course Kabu is based in Australia, I'm based in the Philippines, so collaborating together with him for Globe PM was really cool. Very well supported by Warner Philippines. I'm very grateful. And then of course Twofold, who came in as the production company to create this vision that is the music video, and I am so excited. Only 40 minutes left until it premieres. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got a lot of questions here. I gotta stop talking so much. I hope you guys don't mind. I have a question from @cat_na_.